In 1995, our forebears said they want a national minimum wage, a wage below which no worker should earn. That was a demand made in 1955. It is a great victory for the workers of this country that today we stand on the cusp of having a national minimum wage. It is a tribute to the social partners, our unions, the union federations that were involved in the discussions, NACTU, FEDUSA, and COSATU, that represented millions of our workers in this country, yes, as well as our social partners in the form of public organizations that represent our people, as in social organizations where our people live, as well as business. Some people have argued that the starting minimum wage of 20 Rand an hour is not a living wage. Yes, they are correct. 20 Rand an hour is not a living wage. It was never seen as a living wage. Some argue that the national minimum wage will not end income inequality. Yes, they are correct, it will not. But what the national minimum wage does provide is a firm and unassailable foundation, which is agreed by all social partners, from which we are going to advance the struggle for a living wage. The struggle for a living wage must be engaged. 20 Rand an hour, asiyo or not living wage. We want our people to earn more money. We are called a middle income country, and we want our people to earn much higher. What we needed to do was to balance between those people who are earning very little today. We must remember that the national minimum wage is going to increase the income of over 6.6 million working South Africans. 6.6 working South Africans are suddenly going to earn much higher than what they are earning now. We found that 6.6 million workers in our country are earning way below 20 Rand an hour. Through this, we are going to lift 6.6 million workers. An increase of that size and that extent is really unprecedented in our history, and we must celebrate this as a foundation that will enable working people in our country to go on with the struggle, with the fight for a living wage. The struggle for a living wage must be engaged by all. And in fact, our trade unions must be at the forefront of this struggle to fight for a living wage. What we have done is to provide a foundation, and let us use this foundation to fight for a better wage, a living wage for our people.
Zolilwela, Izwela, Zolilwela, Izwela, Zolilwela, yo, Izwela, Izwela me, Izwela me, Izwela me.